Hey folks, Dave here, and welcome back to Frostpunk. Before we dive in, this episode is going to be completely ad-free, I guess after this little dialogue, thanks to a sponsorship by Lenovo Legion. They sent me a Lenovo Legion Y920 tower with a GTX 1080 inside to try out a new Fallout Settlement tour on. That's right, you guys can expect a new settlement tour on the Lenovo Legion coming up this weekend. You guys can find out more info on that Lenovo Legion system via the link in the description, but for now, let's go ahead and dive back into Frostpunk. In this episode, we're going to have to crack down even harder to take away some influence from this splinter group wanting to go back to London. I've also got to watch the overdrive here on the generator and make sure we don't explode it by accident. I think the only way forward, guys, is going to be order and discipline. Let's check in on the guard towers first. You guys pointed out that I could have saved some resources by replacing the watchtowers with the better guard towers, but I've already got 4 of them set up now, so let's do a power upgrade too. The kids are bringing the guards stuffed animals. Good. How are temperatures looking? We've got some very chilly temps. I want all of these replaced by bunkhouses at this point. Oh, we still have 34 homeless too. Let's fix that with more bunkhouses over here. Might need just one more. Might also be time to get another coal thumper going. That's our graveyard. That's our sawmill. So let's put the coal thumper over here. Yeah, we're going to have to up our coal production. We're just hovering too close to the edge, I think. You guys don't need quite so many heaters going. Cookhouse is chilly though. Let's turn yours on. Nope, it's already on. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to crank the generator up to level 2 for our heat until our stocks of coal get better. But hey, no one's homeless right now. Do we have those livable conditions in the houses now? Find out in 5 minutes. Promise fulfilled. Hope rises. Nice. Yeah, you've really got to keep all the houses warm. Those roving spotlights look awesome. We do have 2 exploration parties heading across the wasteland. Hopefully that'll get us some more resources. Food theft. Someone has stolen 20 food rations. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. Send guards to catch them. Let's shut them down. Guards succeeded. Good. Okay, coal thumper is set up. Let's get max workers on that. And max gatherers as well. The Londoners got 2 more followers. Good grief. Can I build More fighting pits, possibly? The presence of guards lowers discontent and restores hope. We've already got quite a few guard towers. Don't want to overlap too much. I might put one back here as well. I also might try that second fighting arena. We'll see. Come on, Coal Thumper. Go, go, go.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
There we go. Back to work. Exploration. At the American camp, there's not a living soul in the camp. We found about a dozen bodies. Surprisingly, most of them were amputees fitted with prosthesis. Okay. Search the area for supplies. The American camp was well supplied with everything except food. Searching the tents, we found more victims of hunger. Most of them have badly worn but sophisticated artificial limbs bearing a company symbol, Tesla Manufacturing. We can only bury them and take their equipment. Let's grab that for sure. And you know what? While you guys are out here, 17 more hours, head out to that temporary settlement and see what you can find while you're that far east, I guess. Ooh, our coal supply is right on the edge. And we have the power upgrade option for Steam level 2, but we definitely don't have the coal stocks for that just yet. For research, I know what I want to do next. Where is the propaganda outpost? Or could I already build that? Oh, I think that's actually a law I have to enact first. Could do a public house, good old-fashioned tavern, but I really want that propaganda house. Purpose, there we go. I was in the wrong tree. Oh, that mouse over sound kind of gets old. Yes, propaganda center. 7 hours, we can sign that into law. That might help control the Splinter faction. Alright, we need to get some more people over here working on gathering coal. Also, one more guard in the guard tower. I might have put that too far to the left. Oh, yeah, I did. Let's go ahead and scrap it before I forget about it. It needs to be right here. I didn't realize that I had so many bunkhouses on this corner right here. Alright. Power back up. Come on, guys. Gather a bit faster. Oh, here we go. We don't need quite so many working on the sawmill at the moment. Our food supply is actually looking pretty good for once. I need to get a stockpile of coal going because we've got a very cold day coming here shortly. Now we're really burning through some coal.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Alright, this gathering post is going to be on a 24-hour shift. to get our coal reserves up. That temperature drop is going to hurt us. And we can also sign that new law to get the propaganda center. So first, let's get a guard station up to cover these extra bunkhouses over here. And next up, we're going to build the propaganda center. And I'll put it over here where there's already a good amount of heat. Come on, guys, keep that coal stockpiling. One of our people has died. Huh. We do have a lot of people being treated. Might be time to focus on that medical tree. Yeah, infirmary. Let's get that research going first thing in the morning. First, we're going to have to do the drafting machines tech tree. Then we can hit infirmary. I am going to bring law and order to this facility for sure. Propaganda center built and hope rises. That's it. No mercy for our enemies. Order above all. Awesome. May the traitors cower in terror. Order dawns on our city. Oh yeah. Beautiful, beautiful propaganda center. It looks like I finally neutralized the tendency of the Londoners to actually be able to recruit people. There's just enough hope that they got hit pretty hard. Scouts have reached the temporary settlement. Seems to have been abandoned. Consists of several tidy wooden shacks. They're now completely empty. An upright boulder stands at its center. Let's explore it. On that boulder, someone chiseled, "May God forgive the genius who sacrificed human lives in the name of progress, for we can't. Exiles of Tesla City." We won't touch the monument, but we decide to dismantle the huts for wood. Okay, they've got so many resources now. Go ahead and head back. It's going to take them quite a while to get back. Almost an entire day. This scouting party is going to be out there in the wilderness at the temperature drop, which is going to be pretty awful, but... Death of overwork. End emergency shifts for today. We can do that. We got a slight supply of coal going. And the great Irishman automaton here is taking care of the supply overnight. Another theft. Captain, the Londoners are stealing again. They've taken 22 food rations from the stockpiles. Send the guards in, boys. Get them out of our food. Guards failed. Caught in the act. Our guards did a good job. That's conflicting. They got the goods back, but more importantly, they caught one of the thieves. Now we can put an end to the thievery. What should we do with the thief? So I could build a prison. That would only give me 3 days to build it. Or I can banish him. Let's start with a good old-fashioned banishment. Well, that's cool. It actually took one of their followers. They're down to 37 now, as I have banished one of them. Here comes that temperature drop. People regain hope. For the first time, the Londoners have failed to persuade anyone to abandon our city and flee to London. People are recovering from their shock at the news of Winterhome and starting to hope for the future. See guys, propaganda works. This will be a city of order. I might need to get a few more people working on that steel pile. How's our food looking? Rations are okay. Hunters are bringing that raw food in. Now, you guys pointed out that having the hunters' huts in the center of the city was kind of a waste, so I might work on slowly moving those hunters' huts to the outer edges of the city. Build one there for now. Oh right, we have a steelworks. We don't have to have workers on the steel pile. Although we might need it for just getting rid of the space there so we can build there. So let's get just 5 people working on that. And where did all these workers come from that are idle all of a sudden? I don't like that.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
One of our people has died. We have a bunch of homeless now as well. Oh, survivors got back. That's what happened. It's like, where did all these extra hands come from? Let's put a bunkhouse where that hunter's hut used to be. This one right here we'll get rid of. You know what? Let's get rid of this one too. Get those new ones built. And I'll fill up the hothouse here with more engineers. You guys are gonna definitely need extra heat. Okay. Yeah, we got a very bad temperature problem right now. Lots of deaths happening. Turn all of those heaters on. Gathering posts everywhere. Turn the heaters on. And we're going to have to go to steam level 2. Come on, raise that temperature. Come on. Cookhouse. Everything's just completely locked out right now from the severe drop in the temperature. But hey, we have less homeless people now, right? Ugh, a grim way to solve the problem, that's for sure. Yeah, guys, these deaths are making me really, really nervous. We lost a bunch of those engineers. One of our people has had to undergo an amputation. We must do something. Consider signing the care house or prosthetics law. Okay, that will be the next law that I sign, is prosthetics. Artificial limbs, almost as good as the real thing. Ooh, we desperately need this warm-up. Drafting machines researched. Oh, the medical post upgrade has to be done first. Let's go ahead and work on that. Yeah, our coal consumption is going to be insane for the next 2 days. All of you guys are working extra shifts to get that coal taken care of. Keep things going. We've only got about 2 hours of coal left, so this gathering post is going to do 24 hours of work. A few are persuaded. The Londoners prey on discontent. A member of the Londoners is talking to the crowd. He's trying to scare as many as possible into joining the exodus to London. But his visions of doom ring false in the ears of the people, who are content. I can let them listen to him, or I can chase the speaker away, or I can disperse the crowd. Let's chase the speaker away. Now is not the time. Oh, also, hunters. That's where all those extra hands came from, too. Ooh, that coal consumption is going to be rough. We're just barely keeping people from freezing to death. Oh man, the generator is right on the edge. We're gonna have to go to steam level 1 to avoid a complete shutdown. Oh man. We have a scouting party that's returned to the city. A lot of resources. Man, should I just ban them? Let's get the steam going again first. Yeah, you guys head to the walled colony, I think. You guys are almost down there in the southwest. Awesome. Oh man, this cold. Where could I put another engineer? The propaganda center? Yes. Delivers news to people's homes, increasing hope. I can do a propaganda bulletin. Let's push out one of those. Another theft. Send guards to catch them. Our rations are too low for thefts right now. Guards succeeded. Murdered on duty. One of our guardsmen was beaten to death while chasing the Londoners. What should we do with him? I can lock him up, but only if I had a prison. Oh, he's not the murderer. But he is one of the thieves, so we're going to banish him too. Justice, catch the Londoners. Ooh, that's a lot of deaths. Down to 156 of the population now. Come on, warm up. Lots of people sick too. Okay, steam level 2. Let's go ahead and get it cranking. Make sure as many of our workers as possible are gathering that coal. Gotta keep it going. In fact, let's abandon the sawmill entirely for now.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Come on, guys, hang in there. Scouts have reached the snow cliff. The hole in the cliff leads to a small chamber. Someone lives here, but the lonely human figure we saw from afar has disappeared. It might be the sole survivor of Winterhome. Let's explore it. They still can't find the lone survivor. They found his diary, though, and he did flee Winterhome. After the starving city fell into chaos, its leader, an army captain, appointed himself an absolute ruler. he tried to impose order using force. Plenty of people disgruntled deserted the city, and most of the others rebelled against him. Let's grab those resources. And I'm also going to send him out here to Frozen Grove. Do we have enough medical supplies? I'm not sure, guys. Or medical facilities. Oh, the heaters were off on that medical post. That's not good. Let's turn that one on too. Medical post upgrade complete. That should definitely help. For our next tech, let's go for an infirmary, which can treat the gravely ill. Good grief, it's already 1:30 in the afternoon and our coal supply is still it's just 3 hours of coal available. Someone else had to lose a limb. Good grief. The cookhouse here is too cold. Both of them actually are too cold. Let's turn this one off. Entirely. Send everyone elsewhere. Turn the heaters on here as well for the hothouse. Whew. Oh, the propaganda center. Everyone died. Is that ironic, guys? That's what really got hit hard. Okay, no workers at the steel pile for now. Got plenty of wood. Here, I'll get you guys manually gathering that coal pile as well, instead of just the gathering posts. Almost made it to the warm-up. Come on, come on. Definitely got to go down to level 1 on the Steam. Of course that makes them unhappy. Would you guys prefer it if our coal just completely ran out? Which is probably going to do anyway. Even with our automaton working away here. Whew, we've had so many deaths. We're out of coal. People are already quite cold. They're gathering in the square, it looks like. The last bit of heat. Scouts have reached Frozen Grove. There's some trees with deep cuts. They found shallow graves under each one of the trees. Some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpses have been stripped of edible parts. Ugh. Let's take the resources and one final journey to the shrouded cave, and then you guys are coming home. Come on, power up, power up. Propaganda Center. Poet suicide. Sir, one of our people has committed suicide. In his spare time, he wrote poems about loss, suffering, and the death of hope. Our propaganda center waged a campaign against him to protect our people from his influence. Now people might blame us for his suicide unless we make it look like he drank himself to death. Do it and burn his poems. There's the warm-up. Finally. We lost a lot of people in that big freeze, and we have another one coming up in 3 days.
Let's march to work.
before that happens, guys, I want to get more coal going. So, as soon as this infirmary research is complete, we're going to go right to... Where is it? The coal mine, I think? Yeah, coal mining. We just need more sources of coal at all times. Infirmary researched. Let's get that sucker built immediately. And had I built a care house? I thought I had. Medical post. Bunkhouse. Lots of bunkhouses. Yes, I do have a care house. Let's go ahead and get that prosthetics law signed. Get them back to work.
A new law has passed.
And let's get that research going for, like I said, the coal mine. Man, these temperatures are rough. I'm gonna move 2 of the engineers over here to the infirmary. Oh, and the propaganda center has been shut down. Oh man. Where else do we have some engineers that could be moved? We're losing a lot of good people here. There we go. Get those stockpiles of coal built up. We've got a matter of days to prepare for this big cold snap. Lots of patients here in the new medical facility. Do I have room for a second infirmary? I don't think I have the people to man it. I could close some of the medical posts, which are less effective, I think. Urgent need for treatment. I'll open an infirmary right away. That'll be easy. Seeing I'm already building it. Okay, the infirmary is complete. Let's close down one of those medical posts. There we go. Healthcare promise fulfilled. Hope rises. Let's scrap that unnecessary infirmary. My layout here is getting kind of raggedy. Downside of having to take down so many buildings. And our food rations are not looking good either. Come on, hunters. Get out there. Do some good. Got one cookhouse going. Time for another bulletin right here of propaganda. Get that hope rising up, and perhaps we could even steal some people away from the Londoners. An act of vandalism. Someone graffitied "Wake up, people." I can punish the guilty, which will cause discontent to fall, but people might get hurt. Let's just remove the writing. I can't risk anyone actually getting injured. Everyone has a job to do right now. Gonna shut down this workshop and move people away from it. Don't have enough engineers to run all of them at the same time anyway. Might as well consolidate. 2 days until the big freeze.
No time to waste.
Coal mining researched, and scouts have reached the Exile City, which has numerous snow shelters built from blocks of hard-packed snow, and a whole bunch of survivors around campfires, it looks like. Maybe? Oh, they're alive. They're exiles. Well, they're alive, just barely. We can try to bring them to the city. One of the dying held a diary to his chest. We read the last entry. Exiled from Tesla City. With food and fuel running out, we sent the strongest among us to search for help. They're our last hope. And that might be referring to the Americans. So let's escort them back. We pulled the dying exiles from their snow houses and prepared them for the journey to our city. Some of them stirred from their death-like slumber to bless their absent friends for bringing help. We couldn't tell them the truth, not yet. So they think that my scouting party are their fellow survivors. Unfortunately, that's definitely not the case. Alright, let's split these workers over here at the steel mill, between the steel mill and the sawmill, and then probably the next day we'll get everybody working on coal gathering to prepare for that big freeze that's coming. Okay, another scouting party has reached the children's hideout. This cave is a hideout for some children who were evacuated from Winterhome. There are no adult survivors here. We should talk to the kids and take them to our city. Let's search the area. We talked to the children in the hideout. They said that one night their teachers and some hunters took them out from Winterhome on a secret adventure. Teachers told them that they're going to stay here for a while. When the food ran low, their guardians went back to get more and didn't return. So these kids were sent away just before Winterhome went into revolution. Let's escort the children to the city. It's time to head back with those supplies too. We formed the children into an orderly column and set off towards the city. They walk quietly and resolutely, like little adults, the youngest clutching their toys tightly. This is going to be a long journey. Please have enough warm beds prepared for their arrival. Ooh, that's a good tip. We've got a bunch of people coming back right now with a big freeze on the way. Now is a good time to perhaps clean out one of these cookhouses that's not operational anyway. And get things set up for all these new people that are coming in. Got a guard tower right there. Want to make sure that our houses stay as close as possible to those guard towers. That's a bit cold. Here we go. Good spot for a house. Oh, our research has stopped again. Resource depot upgrade. Yeah, let's get that going so we can store more stuff as quickly as possible. Okay. Put some roads through here. Get extra bunkhouses set up next to this generator. Well, steam hub, technically. Already got some mild frostbite, good grief. Our stockpile of coal is looking good. Let's do some tests of level 2 on the steam. Oh yeah, you guys are nice and warm.
Rest time. Work is done for the day.
Wow, 430 coal is only about 8 hours? That's insane. So, for some reason, the sawmill is no longer operational. Oh, we're out of an area to gather those resources at. So, let's go ahead and clear it out. Put you guys onto, surprise, surprise, gathering coal. We are going to need a second sawmill, though. So I'm going to get that built. There's a solid group of trees right there. We'll get it way out there. And connect it to the street somehow. Oh, we have new coal piles showing up. I just realized. Left on the generator. Oh man. Come on, guys. Do we have those extended shifts still? Yeah, we do. On all the gathering posts. At least discontent is at an all-time low, but we now have a day left. Just a single day until the big freeze. And our coal is at minimum.
Come, lads. We must work harder.
Level 1 for the steam. Time to stockpile. I think during the daytime you can get everyone off of the hunters' huts and working to gather coal instead. And we have a depot upgrade. We can now store, I think, significantly more resources, which is good, because it is time for gathering day. Just one more person working at the steel mill by himself, essentially. For tech, can I get some efficiency? Yeah, it'll burn 10% less coal. Let's do that. We have an extra engineer right now. Where can I put him? Oh, scouts have returned to the city. Awesome. Hope rises. And the Londoners are now going to actually lose people. I'm going to send you guys out to the observatory right before the big freeze gets here. And I'll put a bunch of you guys on the sawmill, but I think more than ever it's time to get, yeah, definitely the sawmill going. It's time to get that coal mine going too. We've got the help. Let's max out all of our workshops first. So this workshop, turn it back on. Max engineers. Propaganda center. Max there as well. Where's our big medical post? Hunter's hut. Go ahead and fill that up again too.
Work day is up. Return your tools.
In fact, it might be time for a second hunter's hut. Or was that third now? I don't even know. Turn that one back on. This building is missing its streets, it looks like. Sawmill. You're going on an extra shift here. Feed more with less. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the soup law. I don't want to do food additives because that just adds sawdust to the food. We're gonna sign the soup law.
New law. A new law has passed.
So we're gonna swap to soup. I hate soup. All my life, it's been thin gruel and empty promises. Yeah, we have a lot of hungry people right now, guys. Let's just get everyone gathering as much coal as we can handle. There we go. Workshops are researching, laws have been signed, propaganda center is full. Workshops are full, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And everyone who's not assigned anything else are all either hunting for food or gathering coal. Oh, the infirmary. Yeah, let's I'm gonna swap a bunch of those engineers over to the infirmary. Oh, please get back with food soon. Come on, scouting party, 30 minutes. There we go, we have some rations. And hopefully some more hands, too. First things first, let's get some more bunkhouses built before the night falls. Let's also get another hunter's hut built back here, probably. And perhaps a second infirmary as well. Okay, explore the observatory, escort the survivors back to the city. You guys, check out the gloomy cave. We'll hit some of those close by areas first. And here we go. Coal is here, and our stockpiles are nowhere near where I wanted them to be. Here we go, guys. Steam level 2. Can we survive the big freeze?
Come, lads.
Well, that's going to have to wait until next time because we're out of time for this episode. Again, thank you to Lenovo Legion for sponsoring the video. For now, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.